whispers its location to the bearer whenever a map is open, allowing wanderers to pinpoint their current location. Used by shamans to draw more soul from the world around them. Increases the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy with the nail.
I should probably use some of these. Is he still in here? No, he's gone. There's a charm that I want to get that will automatically pick up the Geo. Geo in this game is basically has one of two states. Either number one, you absolutely can't get enough of the substance, or number two, it is absolutely worthless. There is no in between.
This place was once...
Have you seen those beautiful blue cocoons?
Not sure what to spend my money on. I'll go see what Sly has.
Oh, what a turn! Our shopkeep's come home. Just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him? If you are interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition. That's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. I used to think the kingdom below was all dead cold rock, but I've since been told different. Travelers speak of startling variety in Hallownest's caverns. Even just besides those crossroads, there's meant to be an area filled with leafy greenery. I told those same travelers about the wonderful grasses that grow around the town. They didn't seem impressed. Feeling tired? Plus sign. Feeling tired? Plus sign.
Ah, hello! I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I've several items that may improve your chance of survival.
Patmos, Geo.
Mask shard. Here it is. Gathering swarm. Stalwart shop.
This old thing? Merely a fragment of something larger. Still, maybe you can make some use of it. A piece of a soul vessel. You know, those ghastly-looking orb things? I don't really like the aura about it, but it's quite rare, so I'll have to charge you a high price. Simply a simple key. It will fit a variety of locks, which is useful if you like to poke around in places you don't belong. Do you find yourself leaving a lot of Geo behind as you hurry through the caverns? This charm will make sure that any loose change finds its way back to you. Life in Hallownest can be tough, always taking hits and getting knocked around. This charm grants you more time to recover after taking damage, useful if you need to escape from a tight spot. What's more important, a light to guide your way, or a friend who'll stay by your side? Why not both? Take this bright little fellow as your sly companion, and he'll light your way through the thickest darkness. I found this under the counter. Some creature must have laid it here while I was stuck down in the ruins. I suppose you could buy it? I won't miss its sour odor. Do you find yourself leaving a lot of Geo behind as you hurry?
Nah. Sorry. I should get out of here before he charges me for NDing in his shop.
Have you seen those beautiful... Use these pins to mark shopkeepers, sir. These pins will mark any Stagway station.
So it's just... Oh, I ND'd in this shop as well. Good grief.
Whispers its location to the bearer whenever a map is open, allowing wanderers to pinpoint their current location.
No, I need that one, and I guess I'm gonna go with that one. Here we go.
The Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hallownest, descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. The Pilgrim's Way.
Yay, more acid. And I'm not talking about the drugs. Ah! Told you it wasn't healthy to step in. Nah. Okay, fine. Be that way. Gotta be mindful of their Cloudo stank. Oh yes, and these things. Hi. You can actually get up there using this guy. Ah. Without doing that. Yep. You're not supposed to be be able to do this. You can also do it by doing something called fireball skipping, which is basically where you use the Vengeful Spirit spell to... The spell has a sort of recoil to it, and you can use that to force yourself backwards by jumping, turning around, and then firing off one or two spells in the requisite direction. Yeah. Excuse me. Well, I'm gonna go back the intended route. Nah. can't cut this vine. I can't get up here if I can't cut this vine. There we go. I don't know what that was all about. Oh, you don't get Geo from them, which is unfortunate.
Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit, some of the area's inhabitants proved quite a nuisance. I ran into another traveler as I made my way down here. I tried to call out to her as she dashed past, but she barely even glanced in my direction. Not an appreciator of maps like you and I, obviously.
Two things. Number one, we've met. Number two, you are lucky to be alive right now.
I ran into another traveler as I'm...
Okay, well that's not what I wanted to do, but alright. Ah. Ah, it's a cave full of teeth. I'm sure that's gonna be absolutely lovely. Hi.
Tiny squib. You approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand?
I feel the urge to do one of those.
Take it. My journal. It'll aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter.
Thank you. He just spits it at me. Cool, it's still covered in your slime, apparently.
Little squib, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you are only just beginning. Don't delay. Descend into the belly of this world and hunt down the life you'll find. Little squid, don't delay.
Whispers its location. Timid scavenger that crawls through the caverns looking for food.
Dull and pathetic, hardly worth killing.
Flying predator that pursues its prey relentlessly. A simple-minded creature that haphazardly buzzes around, bumping into things. Mature gruzzer that carries its young in its belly, attacks by hurling its huge body around. Uses its small, sharp claws to climb along walls and roofs.
Spends its time tapping its way through the roads and caverns near the surface of this kingdom. If you're patient, you can wait for it to come to you and pick it off.
Bests its prey by spitting corrosive liquid. Often hunts in packs. Carries the eggs of its young inside its belly. Can hatch and birth its young as needed to deal with intruders. Recently birthed, these young aspid instinctively swarm around intruders.
These hatchlings are born with an instinct to kill. They are still only infants, though, and you can crush them between your fangs without thinking. Just don't let them overwhelm you with numbers.
The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force, wanders the roads where it once lived. The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force, uses its horn to attack any uninfected creature it finds. The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force. It will instinctively leap at uninfected creatures to attack them. The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force. It aggressively attacks any uninfected creature it finds. The remains of a bug, animated by a strange force. Wields a nail and shell. The remains of a great Hallownest crossguard. Animated by a strange force, instinct still drives it to guard its post against intruders. A maggot driven mad by a strange force. Inhabits a stolen armored shell.
Weak creatures love to steal the strength of others. Their lives are brief and fearful, and they yearn to have the power to dominate those who have dominated them.
Rolls into a ball and propels itself at intruders who wander into its territory. Aggressive even when newly born. Bulky and covered in thick plating. Retracts into itself when attacked.
As they age, These creatures become too heavy and lumpy to roll around freely. Instead, they curl up and hide from the world. What do they think of in there, wrapped up inside of themselves? More carefree times, perhaps.
Weakling that covers itself in leaves to appear larger, hides amongst the undergrowth. Plant-like bug that charges at foes when close. Plant-like bug, swollen with infection, releases deadly gas when threatened. Carnivorous plant that snaps at any creature that comes close. Charges at prey with its needle-like proboscis. Timid creature that frightens away intruders by covering itself in huge clumps of moss. Echo of a previous life. Defeated to retake its power and become whole.
I'm not playing Steel Soul, which is kind
Each
of
of
odd.
us leaves an imprint of something when we die. A stain on the world. I don't know how much longer this kingdom can bear the weight of so many past lives.
At least I'm pretty sure I'm not playing Steel Soul. I guess we'll find out whenever I finally buy it. Don't worry, I'm sure that won't be, I'm sure that won't be too far away. Yeah. Especially a performance like that is anything to go by.
Those who stray from the White King's roads shall face the law of Un.
Cool. I didn't actually know that was there. Ah! What was that? Answer. Thorns. Oh, this is where you get Thorns of Agony. Okay. Of course, you can't do this without the dash. I wasn't trying to yeet a spell at him. Yeah, this leads me back up here. So I'm going through this area right there. Ah. Well, I say this area, I mean the shorter one between the two, the one just to the right of the bench pin. Come on. What's down here? Aside from Thorny Death.
From moss and leaf, our life is drawn. While it grows upon the path, we shall never wilt.
Cool. You sound like a bunch of hippies. I just love that when you hit the thorns, it produces infection. Ah, nuts. I'm not sure if you need... I think you need the dash to get across here, but I'm not sure what else you need. Ow! I shouldn't buy too much stuff, because I do need to save up for the lantern. Normally, you're supposed... Oh, come on. Normally, you're supposed to go... Crossroads, Green Path, Fungal Wastes, City of Tears, and then, I think, Crystal Peaks, and then... Resting Grounds. What I plan on doing, however, is basically skipping City of Tears entirely. Oh, and it's worth noting that once you get to Resting Grounds, you can then access the second half of City of Tears. What I plan on doing is basically skipping... Resting Ground, or, City of Tears entirely. And, oh, nuts. What I plan on doing is basically skipping City of Tears entirely and going from Fungal Wastes to... and then going to Crystal Peaks after fungal wastes. To do that, I need the lantern. I'm also not going to be upgrading my nail too much on this one. I missed. Ah!
Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Know this, cur. I am Zort the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again, and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. What are you still bothering me for? I'm a knight. I'm not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Be gone, lest I draw my nail. What are you still? Be gone!
I have been hit 98 times.